Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! On the set. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, Haywood. Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike, go.
Block now on first down. An incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Block again here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Locke on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing now is Locke. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run. 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
From the 36, Walker. That's caught. It's Malone. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, tight. Tighten down. There you go.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Let's go. Get the plan. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Too little, Captain. Mike 7.
To throw is Walker. Off play action. He'll let it go deep for Foster. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 50 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Check 13. Check. Show it.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
7's a Mike. Mike 7. Check tight end.
Here's a second and 7. And it's a fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is third and goal. Looking to throw. Walker. This is caught. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. And his kick here is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Okay, ready?
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
On third and long, it's Locke. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on first down is Locke. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Lock now after the pick on the last drive. 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Well, now Lindsey lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit, and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Walker to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Clock now to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get it pushing, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
First down and 10.
On the
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check right. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Now Howard. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
53, Mike 53. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Defense wins championships, baby. 53's the Mike. 53.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Running with Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Show. Go. Banjo.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Walker. Open man here is Foster. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go! 50 seconds to Mike. I got it. Zip it. He's moving, boys. He's moving. 57. Mike, 57.
On first down, Pollard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Back. Check 52. Wide. Get wide.
This is Howard on second down. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Kill. It's free. Pause. 43 is the mic, boy. 40. Check him off. 43. Oh, you got deep? Save.
Here's Pollard again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Running from the gun with Howard. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Get ready.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun on third down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Go. Check.
2nd and 13. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
On third down, Walker. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no. Flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Locke throwing on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing his Lock on third down. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Here's Sam Martin now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
And he loses the football a second time. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On second down now. It's Howard, and not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bills on third down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Walker. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Check.
X3, 218, chopper. Get it.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Locke. Looking for Campbell down. And got his man complete. 30. 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Paris Campbell, 85 yards. As his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Bills 13, Broncos 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run with Howard. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You got nothing.
Ooh, with a juke. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back him up 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
7's and Mike 7.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing up.
Now Walker operating from the gun. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On 2nd and 9, Locke going for the deep ball. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
They can't stop you, son.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Walker now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Locke trying again after the pick 6. A nice pickup on 1st down, 7 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And out across midfield, down to the 45. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. To throw on third down. Block. And that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Lock to throw for it on fourth. And that is incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Come on,
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 57's the mic. Watch zoom. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike's 57.
Walker on third down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And now look at him go. To the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Walker, and it's caught. Victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it was way to this victory.